Hi, I'm Tom Dudderidge, the Routemaster chef. I'm travelling around the country in my Routemaster bus. We'll meet local producers, cook some great food, and get together with the local community, friends and family for good times and merriment. We're down here in Winchmore Hill in Buckinghamshire and it's fireworks night. And nothing is more synonymous with fireworks night for me than a nice big pot of chilli. So I brought my mobile kitchen and we're going to set up shop here this afternoon, and this evening family and friends and the locals from the community are going to come down and enjoy the chilli. So let's go! So I'm cooking a big pot of chilli for about 40-50 people, and in there I'm going to have about 10 regular onions, 2 whole heads of this big pungent fresh chef garlic. I'm going to use lots of different kinds of chilli, some fresh red chilli, these punchy little dried habaneros. We're going to be careful with them. Then we're going to use some regular dried chilli flakes, and then the last of the chilies is going to be chipotle. Now it may sound like I'm going to make a super spicy chilli, but that's not the case. We're going to make a chilli that's perfect for everyone to eat. We're going to use these in moderation. I've been to my butcher today and he's minced me up some of this Scottish beef that's been minced, and I've also got braising steak. It gives a nice bit of substance. And then from the store cupboard, lots and lots of peeled plum tomatoes, tomato concentrate. We're going to use more than you'd think of this. And then lots and lots of different types of beans. And then also from the store cupboard, I've got these roasted red peppers. Now, this flesh will go into the chilli and they'll completely dissolve, and it really adds to the flavours. The whole thing starts with browning the meat. It's absolutely essential that the meat is browned in a nice hot pan before anything else happens. Give it plenty of seasoning. We put the pepper in first, and then as it starts to pick up the brown, we'll add some salt. Now salt will get liquid out of the meat and stop it from browning, so we put that in once it's caught a bit of colour from the pan. Alright, so the meat's browned, and the next thing we're going to do is just start sweating these onions. So we're going to get the onions and the garlic, and I haven't cleaned the pan because all those black sticky bits are very good for flavour. I'm going to go in with the chilli now. I've just used a couple of those habaneros, 2 fresh chilies, and this is for a big batch. But with the dried chilli and the Tabasco, that's going to be plenty of spice. Chilli, of course, is really a bean-based dish, and we're going to use 4 types of beans in my chilli today. Of course, you've got the red kidney bean, that's in every chilli across the land, and this is the cannellini bean. Basically, it's a baked bean, but without the tomato sauce, and these are great because the kids are familiar with the size and the shape of them. They show up in the chilli because of their light colour, and they taste great. Then my favourite is gungo peas. Gungo peas are an ingredient used in rice and peas and other Jamaican or Caribbean cooking, and they add really good texture. And then lastly, the borlotti bean. We're going to use a combination of all 4 of these today in today's chilli. Now some people like to retain the liquid and use it in their chilli. I don't. I like to drain it away. So the onions and garlic and chilli are starting to get soft. In a couple of minutes we're going to put the meat in. This big chilli, I've got about 4 kilograms of meat, 6 cans of beans, 400 grams each. We're going to use a total of 8 cans of tomatoes. The onions are lovely and soft now, and we're going to put that browned and seasoned meat and give that a big stir. So nice big pinch of pepper, plenty of salt, 2 big pinches there. And now the most important thing is our cumin. You'll be surprised how much of this is going in. In a normal pot of chilli for the family, I'll use most of one of those little spice containers worth of cumin. And one of my favourite ingredients, this pimenton, Spanish smoked paprika. And again, we're going to put a reasonable glug, and we may well put more cumin in to taste as we go along. Now people often ask me how I get that really nice tangy flavour into my chilli, and that's basically by using a lot of tomato. So this is super double concentrated tomato puree, and we're literally going to put the whole of this tube and the whole of this tube, and then we're in with the tomatoes. Most of the liquid here is coming from these tomatoes, and you'll get more and more liquid as the tomatoes cook down and they burst. So we'll put the lid on that for a moment, get up to temperature, and we'll get ready for the next bit. The last of our ingredients to prepare are these beautiful peppers, and all we really have to do is get them out of the oil. These things are just beautiful, and it takes a lot of work to make these at home, so it's wonderful that you can just buy them in jars. They don't need cutting because as the chilli cooks, they're going to disintegrate and just add a little bit of texture, flavour and colour. I'm going to add a little bit more cumin, and then, as always, more salt. And now for our secret ingredient, the liquid smoke. I've used about 2 tablespoons there. That just adds that deep smoky flavour you would get from like a Texas barbecue or something like that. It's my favourite thing in the world, is smoky Tabasco. I do have one more secret ingredient. HP sauce. A great chef once suggested to me that this, just like a ketchup would go in a barbecue sauce, HP sauce just goes fabulously in a chili, and we're just gonna give it a nice big squeeze like that. That'll be plenty. And here's where I say, if it's good enough for Raymond Blanc, it's good enough for me. I think it's about time we broke out the beer. Now I've got a pint of the finest beer from our local brewery in Marlow, the Rebellion Brewery. But I'll put that to the side because it's time to put the beans in our chili. So this has been cooking a little while now, and you can see all the liquids come off those tomatoes. I've not put any stock or any other liquid in this chili. These peppers haven't started to disintegrate yet, so a little bit more time. But what we will do is get the beans in. So the lid can go back on. Give that another 40 minutes or so, and we'll have a delicious big pot of chili con carne. So thankfully the chairman of the local parish council committee or something had kindly cooked up our rice on his Aga, and that means we got the rice ready to go. The chili's been bubbling for a couple of hours, and as you see, those peppers are pretty much disintegrated now, so we are ready to start serving some chili. So I'm going to be serving it with creme fraiche. I prefer that to the sour cream. In little bowls with a little bit of coriander, and that's it. We're ready to go. Right, who's going to be my first punter?
Me!
Okay.
Just hammer off the gum. It's really good.
Chili's amazing, right balance of spice and warmth and depth of flavour, and the kids are loving the bus. Should be in every common in the land.
Good to meet you.
We love chili.
It's got the original engine, not one of the modern.
Well, this is just, I mean, it's just fun, really. Yeah.
The name, you've got a small